And now for our next news special report.
Good evening, America. Gary Franchi here with a special report you do not want to miss. There's a storm brewing in the courts of New York City. Picture this: former President Donald J. Trump, in the midst of a heated civil trial, drops a major revelation for all to see. And the response? A stern, silencing gag order from none other than the presiding judge himself. Trump attempted to shine a light on an unsettling connection between the judge's clerk and certain high-ranking Democrats, but it seems certain powers would rather keep the public in the dark. Tonight, we unpack this explosive situation, diving deep into the links, the posts, and the truth that many want to suppress. Remember, stay with us until the end for a final thought that every citizen of our republic needs to hear. There's a saying, sunlight is the best disinfectant. But what happens when the very system meant to deliver justice actively blocks the sunlight? An alarming development: former President Donald Trump was issued a gag order by Justice Arthur Engoron during his ongoing civil fraud trial. Why, you ask? Well, it appears that Trump shed some light on a potential conflict of interest, pinpointing links between the judge's law clerk and prominent Democrat figures. Diving right into the thick of it, Trump took to his social platform, Truth Social, to share an intriguing post. And this post revealed that the judge's principal law clerk, Allison R. Greenfield, had notable ties to Senator Chuck Schumer and, by extension, the Manhattan Democrats. In his post, Trump, ever the provocateur, referred to the clerk as Schumer's girlfriend. He further expressed his concerns, stating how disgraceful this case should be dismissed immediately. But in a sudden twist, instead of addressing these claims head-on, the judge swiftly handed down a gag order. He prohibited all parties from discussing or even emailing information about his staff members. Despite the evident public interest in the revelation, Engoron decreed silence. This in a republic built on the foundation of free speech and transparency. Before we dive any deeper, let's take a moment to talk about something that might sound unrelated but ties back to our central theme today. And just as sunlight uncovers hidden truths in justice, awareness plays a pivotal role in personal health. Recently, a study unveiled that the secret to successful weight loss might be as simple as stepping on a scale regularly. This act keeps your goals front and center. However, thousands are turning to supplemental support to expedite their journey. And I found a potent natural solution designed to help weight management and curb cravings and boost metabolism. And here's the best part: for this month only, you can avail a whopping 51% discount. Don't miss out. Visit trimwithgary.com or find the link right below this video. Discover the gift Mother Earth has provided to aid our weight management journey. Now, back to the ongoing saga in New York. N.J. Burkett of Eyewitness News ABC 7 has been on the ground capturing every twist and turn. Watch.
Right, Dave, the reason for the gag order was apparently a social media post that Trump made attempting to portray the judge's law clerk, of all people, as a Democratic operative. Well, the post has since been deleted, but not before it was seen potentially by millions.
Donald Trump returned to court for a second straight day, this time sharpening his attacks on New York State Attorney General Letitia James, who sits no more than 20 feet from the defense table.
Her numbers are fraudulent. She's a fraud. Her numbers are fraudulent, and this case should be dismissed.
But Justice Arthur Engoron has already ruled that Trump and his associates, including his adult sons, wildly overvalued the former president's net worth and his real estate assets to make deals and to get big loans. The state is now seeking $250 million in fines and a lifetime ban on the Trumps from doing business in New York. The defense has insisted that real estate values are subjective, that no one was deceived or defrauded, and that Trump's bankers profited from the loans. Yet despite the humiliating allegations against his business empire, the former president is using the trial as a campaign appearance, knowing he will get far more national exposure here than he would on the campaign trail.
She should start looking for the murderers and the criminals, the violent criminals all over New York. Do something about all of the illegal migrants pouring into our city and state.
And the former president confirmed today that he will testify here, ultimately in his own defense.
Now, Trump, no stranger to controversy, remained undeterred by the judge's warnings. Following an extended lunch break on the trial's second day, the courtroom was electrified. Engoron, often regarded as mild-mannered, bore a decidedly stern countenance. He openly voiced his disdain for Trump's comments, labeling them as disparaging and untrue. Furthermore, Engoron revealed that he had taken the liberty of cautioning Trump's attorney against such aggressive and potentially libelous tactics, but Trump, being Trump, shifted his focus to the judge's law clerk. Now, it's crucial to understand the backdrop of this trial. In a judgment that was issued last September, Engoron alleged that Trump had, for over a decade, defrauded various institutions by inflating the value of his properties. The Trumps, in the eye of this legal storm, face a potential $250 million fine and a possible ban from conducting business in the state of New York. Amidst all this, New York State Attorney General Letitia James becomes a focal point. Trump, never one to back down, publicly lambasted James, going so far as to label her a fraud. James' response, well, she sat stoic, a mere few feet from Trump, absorbing his words but offering no retort. Further stirring the pot, Trump confirmed his intention to testify his defense. Given the trajectory of this trial, his testimony promises to be nothing short of sensational. Returning to the contentious post, why did it elicit such a fiery response from the judge? The post in question revolved around Greenfield's consistent rejection of Trump's legal strategies and arguments. Trump claimed that she was ruining this case against me, fueling speculation and debate across the nation. And in the world of a fast-paced social media, repercussions were swift. Trump's post on Truth Social was hastily removed upon the judge's directives. Concurrently, Greenfield turned her Instagram profile private, perhaps in an attempt to shield herself from the glaring spotlight. A republic like ours thrives on transparency and accountability. The foundation of our judicial system rests on the belief that those who uphold the law remain impartial, unbiased, and free from political influence. But when a figure as polarizing as Trump highlights potential biases and political affiliations, it sends shockwaves throughout the country. We might wonder, is this merely another instance of Trump stirring the pot, or are there legitimate concerns about the objectivity and fairness of this trial? This isn't merely about Trump as an individual, but about Donald J. Trump, the presidential candidate for the 2024 race. In our republic, built upon the principles of freedom and free speech, no candidate's voice should ever be silenced, especially not in a critical run-up to an election. Trump's revelations about Greenfield's affiliations raise not just concerns about a single trial, but larger questions about the integrity of our electoral and judicial systems. This gag order comes at a pivotal juncture in Trump's campaign, and one cannot help but see the profound implications it could have on this race to the White House. The timing and context have led many to question, is this merely another orchestrated attack against a candidate who has consistently aimed to reveal uncomfortable truths? Whether one supports Trump or not, the core issue here is the sanctity of the Republican process. In a nation that champions freedom, truth, and justice, the voice of a major presidential contender should never be stifled. As we reflect tonight, we need to consider whether this is merely an isolated incident or the forewarning of the lengths some might go to control narratives. The answer, my dear viewers, is a testament to the resilience of our Republican ideals.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.